caught cheating, it shouldn't be like this.
Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he was cheating.
Coldplay threw a couple on the kiss cam. Turns out they were having an affair? I don't think even Coldplay can fix this.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
Astronomer CEO Andy Byron, who was caught there at a Coldplay concert on the jumbotron, cozying up with his company's head of human resources.
It sucks. Are you joking?
It's bad.
This is terrible. It's stupid.
I don't know what's worse. Finding out in 8K that your husband is a fan of Coldplay, or that he's cheating on you at the Coldplay concert, or that he's cheating on you with an old woman.
So Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made 2 last night.
And it is official at this time. We know that the CEO has officially resigned amid this incident, according to the company. As you can see, this is the video that has, again, been going super viral on social media.
He's the CEO of a software startup. She's head of his HR department. The clip everyone is talking about, except for 2 people who have the most explaining to do.
This is the guy that is his head of HR. They were caught in an obvious embrace, and as soon as that cam went on them and they saw their image up on the thing, it was the worst cover-up ever. She turned her back to the camera, and he just he looked totally humiliated, embarrassed.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. Too bad, you know? They'll be a scumbag. And if you are a scumbag, then, well, I guess you deserve this.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on Kiss Cam.
They had like the kiss cam kind of thing that goes around that zeroed in on this one couple.
Because it's terrible and sinful within old school bounds. It's a normal looking guy and a normal looking woman having an affair, then getting caught and feeling shame and trying to hide it.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
And this is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I know that HR was involved.
The moral of the story here is don't get caught on Kiss Cam.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
And the tidbit is, that's not his wife.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
But apparently this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
They're both married, not for long.
Welcome back to Tea Time with Tina. Okay, so Andy Byron's wife just dropped the legal equivalent of a nuclear bombshell, a $35 million divorce. That's about half of what Andy's worth, a filing that's set to obliterate what's left of his personal and professional life. One Coldplay concert, one Kiss Cam, and now $35 million is on the line, along with a humiliated tech empire, and a marriage so scorched it should come with a warning label. Megan Byron isn't just leaving. She's cashing out, lawyered up, and flipping the table on a man who thought he could cheat in public and survive the fallout.
Oh, look look at these two.
In a moment, these lovers won't ever forget.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And one the world can't stop talking about.
I'm not quite sure what to do. Did we rumble you?
Kiss Cam at a Coldplay gig in Boston, and their reactions said it all. They had something to hide.
Oh, I hope we didn't do something bad.
Chris Martin knew it, the internet did too.
If you're gonna cheat on your wife, maybe don't do it under a jumbotron, at a Coldplay concert, in a sold-out stadium, with thousands of people watching. Because Andy Byron, the now radioactive CEO of Astronomer, just turned a Coldplay sing-along into a full-blown public hot mess of his career, marriage, and let's be real, his dignity. And the woman next to him, Kristin Cabot, Astronomer's own HR chief, aka the person literally paid to prevent workplace disasters like this.
The problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristin Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR.
How are you, an HR director, having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR. You are done in HR for the rest of your life. You will not run another HR department, because as soon as they Google your name and see a picture of you booed up with somebody else's husband who's also the CEO of your company, they're gonna laugh that application right into the trash can.
What started as a date night of dumb decisions has now detonated into a viral firestorm of corporate backlash, marriage destruction, and more internet memes than Andy has functioning brain cells. Let's unpack how Coldplay accidentally became the karma delivery service no one knew we needed. Picture this: 60,000 people vibing to Coldplay, living their best concert lives, and suddenly the jumbotron lands on a couple who look like they just got caught escaping a crime scene. Andy Byron practically dives behind a railing like he's dodging a subpoena. Kristin Cabot freezes like she's just seen her career flash before her eyes. Spoiler, she had. And then Chris Martin, unknowingly holding the match to this PR dumpster fire, drops the now iconic line: either they're having an affair or they're just really shy. The internet lost its mind.
Well, good call from the lead man there, because it turns out that they were, in fact, probably having an affair.
I feel bad for so many people involved in this. Like, Chris Martin is one of the sweetest guys. I'm a huge Coldplay fan. Like, really a genuinely sweet guy who's trying to do the world better. He's trying to showcase people having loving moments. And it sure looks like these two are in love, Kim. Very, very confident in such a public space. Yeah. You would think they're a couple, would you not, Kim?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the biggest thing that surprises me about this is how public this is.
I think that the actual star of this story, though, is Chris Martin, who decides, given an opportunity here, to let these people off the hook and just let the camera move along, to suggest explicitly that these people are either having an affair. I mean, seriously? You just throw the fans under the bus who paid their hard-earned money for these tickets?
Because this wasn't just two nobodies canoodling in the crowd. It was the CEO of a data empire and his HR director playing footsie at Coldplay, like their lives weren't already built on lies and NDAs. Let's break the circus down. Andy Byron, married man, CEO of a supposedly ethical tech company. Kristin Cabot, chief people officer, married mom, and now the most ironic job title in corporate America. These two weren't just co-workers. Kristin was in charge of employee conduct, workplace ethics, and protecting the company's image.
HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of it, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side.
Rich CEO of one of the largest tech companies in the world could have anyone, and he's banging his of all. This is why I think all HR positions are basically a joke and should be eliminated.
Meanwhile, she's out here dry humping her boss at a Coldplay concert like HR policies are just suggestions on a napkin. You can't make this up. The CEO and the head of HR getting caught cheating in public at Coldplay. Meanwhile, back home, Megan Byron, Andy's actual wife, was with the kids, completely in the dark. She didn't get a heads up, a warning, or even a cowardly little breakup text. Nope, she found out the same way we did, through memes, tweets, and TikToks of her husband acting like a hormonal frat boy at a music festival. But here's where it gets good. Megan Byron didn't scream. She didn't rant. She didn't even bother wasting words. She just deleted his last name from her socials like she was scrubbing a bug off her windshield. Cold, ruthless, iconic. The internet noticed and instantly crowned her queen.
Byron and his wife, both 50, live in Northborough, which I think is by Foxborough, Massachusetts. And per Mrs. SpaceX on X, who is heavily covering and tracking the story, his wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name on her Facebook account to the delight of Mrs. SpaceX, who wrote, "What a class act. Go Megan. Get that divorce lawyer and get the money." Okay, so
while Andy was out there trying to convince the world he was just misunderstood, Megan was at home reclaiming her peace and power like a boss. Her Instagram wiped, her smile intact, her dignity untouched. This woman didn't burn bridges. She paved a new road and left Andy floating in the ashes. Now let's talk corporate fallout, because this wasn't just a bad look. It was a total systems crash. Astronomer, the tech firm that sells itself as ethical, transparent, and people first, just got body slammed by its own CEO, and the person literally paid to uphold workplace conduct. Andy Byron, now on indefinite leave, which is HR code for "we're finding your exit package while deleting your bio from the website."
Fallout tonight after an awkward kiss cam moment at a Coldplay concert went viral across the globe. Now, we've now learned that the technology company Astronomer has announced that its CEO, Andy Byron, seen here, as you saw, embracing a woman who is not his wife, has resigned from the company. The company's board of directors accepted that resignation.
Kristin, scrubbed from leadership listings like a virus. Her LinkedIn, gone. Her company email, vanished. And don't worry, they're not done yet. There's an internal investigation underway that's reportedly digging into whether this little Coldplay cuddle fest influenced promotions, salaries, or hiring decisions.
So I'm in HR, and I'll tell you exactly what's happened in the last 12 hours with the CEO of Astronomer and the head of people. That they're having an affair, and it's been found out. First off, she's already been scrubbed off the company website. But this is part of probably a very big investigation that is happening right now. They're dedicating a ton of resources to, but also concurrently, while this is happening, because of all this media attention and social media attention that's been transpired, they need a response. Like, they have a PR crisis team just figuring out, all right, what do we say? What do we do? And, you know, obviously, there's going to be heads that are probably going to roll right now. They're going to find out who knew, what was said. Were they doing this during company time?
Translation, if anyone got a raise from Kristin while she was getting raised by Andy, lawyers are coming. Oh yeah, did we mention the kids? Andy and Megan have children. Kristin does too. And now those kids get to show up at school knowing everyone saw their parents become an international punchline. Not just classmates, teachers, coaches, the PTA.
I do feel bad for the wife of this individual, and if the HR director's married, I feel bad for the hubby. Because to find this out via such a public venue has to be really heartbreaking. Forget about being embarrassed. Being heartbroken is 100 times worse. And if children are involved in these relationships, what can you say? All right, my heart goes out to you.
This wasn't a private affair behind closed doors. It was a meme, a trending topic, a full-blown PR horror story immortalized in 4K. Those kids are going to grow up knowing their parents didn't just wreck a marriage, they submitted the footage to Coldplay for the highlight reel. And finally, the moment we were all waiting for. Megan Byron officially files for divorce. No soft launch, no messy press tour, just clean legal closure, and the crowd went wild. She didn't beg for attention. She didn't ask for pity. She moved on, gracefully and ruthlessly. And now the internet is giving her the standing ovation Andy never deserved. People are calling her the new symbol of quiet revenge. And they're not wrong, because while Andy was busy self-destructing with Kristin, Megan upgraded her mindset, her image, her life. Let's take a second to appreciate the poetic justice here. Andy Byron got exposed at a Coldplay concert. A Coldplay concert, the same place people go to cry about breakups, make out under lasers, and pretend they're in a coming-of-age movie. And yet, this man managed to turn Fix You into a career-ending funeral anthem. You can't script this kind of humiliation. You can only deserve it. And Kristin, she's vanished, probably hiding under a fake name, praying people stop Googling Coldplay HR affair. But girl, that video lives on. The internet doesn't forget. This isn't just a scandal. It's internet history. It's a meme. A digital monument to how quickly hubris can implode when caught on camera. Okay, so quick recap. Andy Byron cheated, got caught, lied, got exposed in HD, lost public support, got placed on leave, and now his wife has upgraded her life without ever raising her voice. Kristin Cabot, out of the company, out of sight, hopefully out of everyone's inbox forever. And Megan? She walked out like a boss in heels. No notes, 10 tenths. Internet's new favorite person. So let's leave you with this. Should Megan take half? We vote yes. Should Andy be officially fired? Absolutely. And seriously, was this the dumbest way a CEO has ever destroyed his own empire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love seeing cheaters get hit by karma in HD, smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this isn't just gossip, it's digital justice. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed my content, feel free to check out some of my other videos on the top of the screen. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Tea Time with Tina.